Tech Journey family, I want to start off by saying we have made this video for you. My wife, Atia, and I, we started this journey breaking into tech on September 10th, 2022. We enrolled in a tech sales school, laid some foundation, and then Atia received 4 job offers 3 weeks after putting in her first application. So we are here. I have also landed a job with one of the largest tech companies there is to work for in the world, okay? Starting off full-time contract position. Very excited. So as we're going into this video, keep in mind, okay, you really want to stay locked in throughout the video until the end. Atia is going to be going over specific practical points, a little bit of mindset thrown into there on exactly how she broke into tech, okay? And also, we're going to give our honest opinion on what role did our tech boot camp play into us actually breaking into tech. Okay, so here we are. Without further ado, Atia, you have tripled your income.
Correct.
Since your last job. You are now going to be working from home. Mm-hmm. We have a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 7-month-old.
Yes.
We so excited. Atia, how did you break into tech?
So I want to first say that it was all the favor of God. I cannot stress that enough because the Lord really did open the door for us to break into tech. But however, with our faith, there was work. We had to do a lot of work. So I would say the way that I landed this job, I looked at landing a role as an SDR as if I am filling my sales pipeline. So I started off every day with at least 10 applications a day. Now, as I was reading the job descriptions, there were some jobs I felt like I was overqualified for. I felt like maybe I didn't want this job. I applied anyway. I felt like there were some job descriptions I was underqualified for. I'm thinking there's no way they're gonna hire me. I applied anyway. I applied to every job opening that I was interested in, which equated to, on average, 10 a day. Sometimes I did 12, 15 applications a day. LinkedIn was my best friend. I applied to every position on LinkedIn. Then there were times where I would write to recruiters. I didn't do that every time on every application, but if there was a job I really liked, I would write the recruiter on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is your best friend. Make sure that your page is very professional. Make sure you have a great picture. Make sure that your about section is really clear. I even put little things about being a stay-at-home mom. So I didn't want it to be all professional. I had some little fun stuff on there too. So you want to make sure that your LinkedIn page, would you hire you by looking at your LinkedIn page? I did the premium trial because then you can see who's viewing your page. You can also message a person if you're not connected with them. So I encourage you to do the LinkedIn trial, get your applications out there. That was the big part of me landing this job. But most importantly, once you get that interview, even if it's just a pre-screening, it's so important that you study the company.
I'm gonna jump in just for one moment. Tech family, look, I'm about to be transparent with you. I realized going through the interview process that I really suck at interviewing. I'm just being real, y'all. Like, I was landing interviews and I just was not doing good on them. And here my wife is, and I didn't throw this out there in the beginning, my wife got hired with one of the fastest growing startup tech companies in the world. It is an extremely good company, y'all, and she's getting paid very well. And she's like crushing every interview. Remember, I said 4 job offers. So I humbled myself, no lie. Like, I seriously sat down at the kitchen table with my wife and literally like just took inventory. Like, I'm like questioning her. I want to know, like, from start to finish, like, how did you actually go through the interview, and how was like everyone who you interview with so impressed by you? So what Atia is about to tell you, stay locked in, okay?
Awesome. So the biggest thing before you even do a pre-screening, research the company. You want to know about their values. You want to know when they were founded. You want to know what is their ideal customer profile, some of the customers that they have already worked with. You want to know everything you can. Find out if there are YouTube videos, visit their social media accounts, study. And when you're on that pre-screening, whether it's Zoom or whether it's on phone, you want to stand out from day one. So when they're calling you, tell them why you want to work for the company. Even if they don't ask, throw it out there anyway, because you are competing with a large pool of applicants, so you have to stand out. That's what I did from the very beginning with every pre-screening, and I just moved along in the process. The biggest thing is confidence. Believe in yourself. You have to be persuaded that you will be an asset to the company, that the company, by hiring you, they're going to benefit. They're going to make money. When you go into those interviews with that confidence, the knowledge of the company, you're going to see that you have set yourself apart. And every time you go, thank the person for their time. Let them know you're excited about the opportunity. You can never oversell yourself. You may think, I'm doing too much. This is going to be dramatic. It doesn't matter. You want to be sure you oversell yourself. So your first chance to win them over is the pre-screening process. Now, after you move through the pre-screening process, you're going to the interview. That is the make it or break it stage. You want to go into the interview confident. There are 3 parts to the actual interview. First, you want to build rapport. So even if you're on Zoom, as they come on, you want to ask them how they're doing, ask about the weather. I asked a few people, did you put your Christmas decorations up yet? You want to build that rapport, let them see that you're confident, meeting someone new and talking to someone. So the second part of the interview is going to be where they're asking you questions. So you want to be sure you practice ahead of time. Have someone to do mock interviews with you. Have the questions already answered to describe yourself. Tell me about your work history. Tell me about your accomplishments. Tell me about your weaknesses. Tell me about why do you want to work for this company. You want to have those questions already answered before you ever go into the actual interview. Now, the third phase of the interview is they're going to say, so do you have any questions for me? Be sure that you have good questions to ask. If you know who you're interviewing with, you can research them ahead of time on LinkedIn so that you can ask them, hey, I see you've been at this company for X amount of years. What do you like about this company? You can ask them, hey, I see on your LinkedIn, you started off in sales. Now you're a manager. What qualities do you have that allowed you to progress through the company? Have some really good questions to ask at the end. And be sure, before you get off the call, thank them for their time and tell them again how eager you are to work for this company. After your interview, be sure to send a thank you card or a thank you note on their LinkedIn and their email, letting them know that you appreciated the opportunity. Again, you want to do everything you can to stand out from the crowd. So you should hear back from them in the next couple of days. If you don't, you want to be sure in the interview to ask for the next steps. That's very important because you want to have a timeline on how long you'll be able to hear back from them. If you don't hear from them by that time, email them. You may think you're being too aggressive, or it's nothing wrong with being persistent. If you want this job, you're going to have to fight for it. So be sure to be persistent. Be sure to be likable in your interview. This is your opportunity to sell yourself. And Tech Journey, we know that you guys are going to do well.
Thank you so much, Atia, for explaining all of that. Tech Journey family, if you've stuck with us this far through the video, go ahead, hit that like button for us. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. And don't be afraid to share this on your social media pages or with anyone who you feel like this information would benefit. Now, was our tech sales school worth it? Course Careers. So I would say if we did not go through the tech sales school, it probably would not have panned out the way that it did. What Course Careers did was that it prepared us for understanding the sales development representative role, like period. It gives you a different level of confidence going into the interview, and also it teaches you how to actually prospect. So that was our method when we were actually job hunting. Now, do you have to enroll in it? Well, that's completely up to you. Honestly, we're not here to tell you that you should or should not, okay? But if you decide to do so, yes, we are affiliates with Course Careers, and you can get a $50 off coupon in the description. Now, Atia actually never finished her tech sales program, partly because she's my wife. She had the inside scoop to what was actually going on, right? But that is all good. Leave it up to you. And also, our Calendly will be in the description. So if you'd like to schedule a free consultation with us, maybe we can help you out. We're going to set aside about 20 slots on the week of December 14th, 2022. So feel free, connect with us, and we may try to look for some other free openings going forward. Depending on when you watch this video, you'll see when you click the Calendly link. We know that our life is about to get way more busy now, right? We have a family, of course, 2 jobs now, and then also this community is growing, of course, here. So thank y'all so much for tuning in with us, Tech Journey. Stay tuned for the next video, and we will see you next time.